As a woman of color, knowing that people of color are often misidentified in a lot of digital systems, I think that's a concern. I guess there are two challenges. One is there really isn't a standard the way that age verification happens. So depending on the number of sites that someone is using, it creates more challenges or complexity for the user because they may be doing, having to do age verification in different ways. Also, I think there's very much a challenge in trying to, especially for me as a woman of color, knowing that people of color are often misidentified in a lot of digital systems. I think that's a concern. If a person doesn't fall into kind of the norm, quote unquote, there may be an issue with, that type of age verification. So I think maturity has to be there. It has to be a continuing thing. I don't think we're seeing anyone reaching a level of perfection there, but I think, and I would love your thoughts on this, especially as the Australian age verification law, where they sort of basically outlawed social media for anyone under 16. It's really interesting. But then also they're saying that they don't want brands to force people to give their ID. So there has to be an alternative way to be able to identify someone, whether they're in this particular age bracket or not in the future, with what I call like actual knowledge, right? So not just pulling in someone's ID and creating more friction and problems for the consumer. So I'm hoping to see a lot more solutions where it's making, creating less friction, creating less risk for the person that's trying to do this authentication, and then also doing it in a way where they don't have to give as much data.